Hi guys, well welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Today I'm going to be showing you me taking the tomatoes out of the middle greenhouse. We're going to be cropping some of the chilies. I'll show you some of the tomatoes that we've taken out of there. I'll show you a bit of a disaster of my own making with one of my apple trees, and I'll tell you a bit about the reason why we're taking the tomatoes out of the middle greenhouse a bit later on, and I'll show you a quick look inside the front greenhouse because it all ties in together. So yeah, we've just done all the chickens. My God, I tell you, I've had to do my chickens, go in and collect the eggs out of there. Then I've had to go into the communal chickens and put water and food and do the eggs in there. Then I've had to go into my mate's pen, Jimmy's pen, and do his, because he's just buggered off. He's buggered off on holiday for 3 weeks and left me to it. He said, you can have all the eggs. I don't particularly eat eggs, even though I've got chickens. Everybody else, the girls and the missus eats eggs, and everybody else eats them, but I only have them with egg and cheese and egg, you know, stuck under the grill. I've put a few eggs in, that's it. It's about as many. I have about 4 or 5 eggs a week, if that. Anyway, yeah, so I did all that. Then I had to go and sort my brother's, he run out of food, so he had to go in the shop and get a bag of food for him, throw that in his shed. So that's before I've even started doing anything, and then it started raining and put a damper on everything. I walked down the path and noticed one of my apple trees is broken in half. Absolutely gutted about that. It's my own fault. I did the same thing with the Golden Delicious. If I can swing the camera around here slightly, you can see the Golden Delicious just there. It's actually recovered that now, and it snapped exactly the same as the one in the middle of the plot, right at the front, right at the edge of the path it is. It was blowing really hard the other night, and the tree was under so much stress because of all the apples on the branch. It just gave way and snapped in half. Let me show you what's happened. As you can see, this is my apple tree, and all these apples here have all the wind's been so strong on here. With the weight what's on here, it's snapped the branch up here. Now then, there's still half the bark. You can see where it's split here. There's every chance I could actually lift that, take all these apples off here, pull this back up straight and tie it all up, and it might mend itself. Other than that, I'm going to have to cut it here. I've not decided what to do yet. I'll do this on Monday. I'll see what people leave over Sunday night, and then I'll cut it and see what you have to say. And first we'll have a go, see if we can actually tie it up. But if we can't, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to use this stem here and use this as the main stem, or maybe that one there. So I know I can save it because I saved the Golden Delicious. But yeah, that's having too many apples on one branch, and it was only a thin branch as well. Absolutely gutted. So this is the Golden Delicious, guys, which snapped in half. And if you look down here, this is where it snapped. Right, remember here, it snapped here, and what has happened is we used the main. This is the main stem now. Luckily there was another branch coming out, so we've actually used that as the main tree, and we've actually got apples on it, and it looks pretty good. But yeah, that's where it snapped. So I do know I can actually save the tree which is broken over there. However, do I try and pull it together and bandage it all up and see what happens? Anyway, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, this was the one which I actually fixed after it snapped in half. I was absolutely gutted as well. It's only took it took 2 years to recover, and yeah, we got a little. That's the Golden Delicious. It's not very good Golden Delicious, but then again, we just want to get the tree to grow. That's what we're after. But yeah, as you can see, there's where it broke. So it's absolutely laden with apples. I should have took the apples off, I know, naughty me. However, I haven't got no saw or anything to cut the main branch. I'm going to cut it. I'll cut it on a slight angle, and it'll probably take 2-3 years for it to recover. But when it recovers, it'll recover like that one, hopefully, and it'll be a lot better, a lot stronger. There's potential a couple of main stems what we can use, so watch this space with that. Anyway, I'm going to take you in there now. We're going to do a bit of chilli picking. I'm going to stick the camera at the door. I'll show you me picking a few of the chilies, and we'll have a look at what they look like afterwards. Because it's a bit tight in there to do anything really. You can't swing a cat round, that's for sure. So let us show you. You'll see me doing a few now. I'll bring the chilies out and you have a look what we've harvested. My God, the sun's come out. It's been raining all day. It's bloody come out right now as we're packing up. So check this out. These are the chilies, or some of them. Some jalapenos there. These red ones I'm picking are the hot Thai chili peppers. So we picked all the ripened ones, hot Thai, jalapenos, Scotch bonnets. There's quite a few different mix there. Anyway, that's the second harvest of these, believe it or not. We've got a load more in the front greenhouse, and we're going to be taking the tomatoes out of here today. You know, we've had all the tomatoes, so it's just a matter of tidying things up. But yeah, some beautiful chilies there. We'll have a closer look at these in a moment. Anyway, we still left loads more on there, and just let them ripen. And as they get bigger, we'll harvest them as well. Well, guys, there we go. That's just a few of the chilies, and well, we've got one pepper. The peppers are not ready quite yet. We've got jalapenos, Thai hot dragons, we've got Scotch bonnets there, not very big, but we've got Scotch bonnets nonetheless. There's a few different varieties of peppers there and chilies. You know, we're sticking them in the burgers for sure. And this is the second harvest. We've got another harvest just recently. I've actually got a bit of I've got a photo of the last lot that I did that I harvest, but can't grumble at that. I think it's the 30th today, 30th of the 8th, 2019. So there we go. There's the result. So we've got a nice varieties of chilies there, and peppers, one or two peppers. The peppers are in this greenhouse here, in the path. I started to take the cucumbers out of here, out the middle greenhouse, sorry, the front greenhouse, and I started to remove a few of the tomatoes. However, there's a lot of them on there, still got fruit, so I've left most of them, and I can't get in there anyway because of all the peppers. Let me show you, and you're going to see some big tomatoes in there as well. I didn't even notice them until I stuck my head, got inside the bloody inside the greenhouse.
Oh guys, these peppers and what have you in the front greenhouse ain't quite ripe yet. However, that one there is. But as you can see, all these, there's quite a lot of them all over here, and yeah, they're not quite ready for harvesting. However, these are the last of the tomatoes. These are them red sun, I think they're called sun gold, and there's not many left. All the leaves are all died back now, so we're going to pull all these lot out. There's a few big tomatoes there, some black Russians up the top, and some really big tomatoes. I mean, look at that for a tomato. That's a whopper. Anyway, there's another one up there. I might leave these ones for now and do the others, and clean the other greenhouse, because there's still a lot ripening on here. Oh, it's a cucumber there. I didn't see that one. Oh, hey, that's interesting. Yeah, there's a few. We've pulled all the cucumbers up. Basically, we're closing the greenhouse down, and I'm going to be putting some Christmas potatoes in here shortly. But as you can see, these are lovely, and I'm going to take them there for they're going home, and some of them up there and up there. The grapes are ready for taking as well, and got quite a few of them. But yeah, just notice these bigger tomatoes here. Absolute belter, that one. Even bigger one up there. Anyway, what we're coming for is to harvest some of these, but I can just, this is about the only one. Oh, there we go. So I've got myself a bell pepper.
So as you can see, the peppers are doing wonderful, and I don't want to disturb them by pulling the tomatoes down, because I'm just going to damage them. So I'm leaving well alone. I'm not in a rush for this greenhouse to pull the tomatoes. So yeah, that's the story so far with that greenhouse. However, I decided to take all the tops off the tomatoes in the middle greenhouse. Now I've actually got blight on tomatoes that are basically blight resistant. Only I could do it, and would you believe it, the blight has started on the Crimson Crush of all things. So we've been harvesting tomatoes all week, or last week, the week before. In fact, here's a few tomatoes what we harvest just after we done the chilies.
I've just been harvesting some of my tomatoes, and I've got to admit, they're pretty good. Different varieties. Forget which are which, you know. But a few heritage varieties of tomatoes in there as well, and don't they look good? Well, the girls will be happy. They'll be having lots and lots of salads until they've all gone anyway.
So yeah, we took a load of the ripened ones off. Then I decided, right, enough's enough. There's not many tomatoes left on there, so I'm basically going to take all the tops off, take all the canes out, tidy everything up. I'll show you what it looked like before, and I'll show you what we've done afterwards.
Well guys, we're going to be taking all these tomatoes out of here now. There's just a few tomatoes still to ripen. These Crimson Crush have been alright. The only trouble with them now is they've got a bit of blight on them. On the bloody Crimson Crush, these are supposed to be blight resistant, but again we've had a cracking year of tomatoes, and all I'm going to do now is take all the canes out, all the tops off, give it a bit of a spring clean in here, and we'll be putting some Christmas spuds in buckets probably the end of this week, but I need to get this all done now, so I'm going to crack on. The weather is just starting to rain outside, and what I was going to do was set the camera here and you show you me pulling these apart. The only trouble is the camera's not waterproof, and I ain't got me my GoPros. So what I'll do is I'll show you after we've done it all. So I'll be right back, folks. So like I've just cleared all this now, and these pots are all stacked. We're going to be using that compost. We're not throwing it away. We'll mix it with some of that, bit of bloodfish and bone. I get 5 buckets of potatoes in here. I've left the Mary's Piper at home, what I was going to use. I had a few in a cupboard but started to chit, so I thought, what the hell, let's go for some Christmas potatoes. We've harvested most of the chilies which was ripened. We could have took more off here, but I thought, we're not going to use them all in one go, so we still got the chilies along here. These are the tomatoes of harvest. There's a few what need to ripen there, so I'll probably take them round to my mum. She absolutely loves them. But yeah, all these buckets here, we'll mix it with some bloodfish and bone, bit of horse manure, and that should rejuvenate all that. What we don't use in these 5 buckets we'll throw on the beds. This, by the way, see this green here, it is not on the inside, it's on the outside. And my biggest problem cleaning the outside of the greenhouse is this thing here. Show you this frame, and the reason why that frame's there is to stop the kids throwing bricks at the greenhouse. So that's the reason why that's there. So it does serve a purpose, but what I have to do is get a brush, pull this slightly to one side and get it in and sort of rub it off the green algae on the outside. That'll be a job for the winter as well. You can see the oh, what's it called? I always forget what it's bloody called. It grows on the sides of Angkor Wat. Jasmine. There you go. It's got jasmine growing up there. I wanted to let it spread. We've got bloody what's the name there as well? Bindweed. Well, that'll be coming out shortly. But that's the reason why it's green on the inside. It looks green on the inside. It's on the outside. So it's not a problem. Anyway, I'm going to grab them tomatoes and head off round to my mother's and make her happy at least. So there you go, they're all gone, and what I'm going to do is use the compost from them tomatoes, mix it with some fresh stuff, a bit of horse manure from the bay at the front, bit of bloodfish and bone, bit of grow more, and I'm going to throw some seed potatoes that I've got it underneath me, in one of my cupboards underneath my sink. Every now and again you get about half a dozen potatoes, you know, you empty half a bag or 3/4 of a bag and there's just a few left in. Well, these are all Mary's Piper, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to collect them and I'm going to use them as the Christmas potatoes. So I'm going to set 5 buckets up in the middle greenhouse. I'm going to try and find my bubble wrap to wrap everything up and prepare for the winter months, because when it gets cold you start to see the potatoes suffer. So as long as we don't it doesn't get too cold, I think we'll do pretty well this year. We've got a bit of an early start as well, start of September the 1st today, so you know. Anyway, like I say, we've also got to sort that apple tree out. I'll do that in the next episode. Also, I'll do a potato reveal, and we'll have a mosey around the plot and show you what's happening, how things are doing. Anyway, until then, like I said, I've talked long and hard and long enough. Until next time, folks, thanks for watching, and goodbye for now. Lovely. Let's go and drive to them pearly gates.